Cool. We live on YouTube. All right, y'all. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Good to see y'all on this evening, man. Y'all, what is going on? What is going on? What is going zone? What's going zone? Let's see. Let's pop that on. Yeah, yeah. We definitely gonna. Let's move this up just a little bit, and we're gonna stretch this down. Right there. I think we can work with that. Y'all, everybody, what's going on? Come on in. Come on in. Crystal, how you doing? Randy, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Randy, what you sent me today would definitely stay confidential. So I looked at it and yeah, that's definitely going to stay between me and you. Edith, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all coming in. Good to see y'all coming in, man. Sorry for me being a little late, y'all, but I got stuff to take care of here at the house, y'all. Still got, stuff on my end. So while everybody's coming in, man, y'all just come on, tell everybody. Tell everybody, come on in. Get in here. Get in here. Yo, I am just a fan. Good to see you. Fat Boo, I see you. Y'all coming in strong on YouTube. Y'all coming in here strong. Strong with a K. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. So I'm waiting for TikTok to push out. Everybody's coming in on TikTok, man. If y'all can, y'all just start tapping the screen. Y'all, let's get those likes up. Michelle, good to see you. Michelle, good to see you. For everybody that's coming in on TikTok, man, it's good to see y'all. I'm going to say this. For everybody that's coming in, y'all just start tapping the screen. Also, I'm not going to speak this into existence. But before we even get started, everybody that's coming in on TikTok, if you have not followed my YT channel, YouTube, if you have not followed my YT channel or subscribed to it, right now would be the time to do it. Because depending on how the night goes with this I'm about to show y'all, we know TikTok can get in their feelings. So I would suggest you to click that link in my bio and go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm just saying, that's if they try to do something to my page tonight, I'm going to go right back live on YouTube tonight. Because this part one, what we're going to get out today, people like to say we're lying, people are paying us to do this. Okay. All right. You said you're on both. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. You know, when people be watching me on both YouTube and TikTok, you're going to get like a 5-second delay. Like I'll say something on TikTok, then 5 seconds later you'll hear it on YouTube. That's just how it is. That's how it's set up. Peanut, how you doing, y'all? We just getting started. Y'all get on in here. Get on in here. Disney, how you doing? Everybody, y'all get in here. Let's get those likes up. Let's see. Let me see what the hell is going on YouTube, because y'all are showing out. Everybody, Pure T, good to see you. Good to see you, y'all live. Y'all are live on the YT channel. You're asking, so these are, yes, these are the grifters. Yes, these are the grifters. I'm going to say this because I want to go ahead and get started. For everybody that's been calling Great Vibes a liar, y'all saying that Jay-Z and Diddy been paying me to expose these individuals. Can y'all please tag them on Instagram, tag them on YouTube, hell, tag them on X. I'm still waiting on my fucking money. If they're paying me, I need my money. This is going on too long. I need my money. You said you like the real witch. How you doing? Good to see you. You said you like to screen better on YouTube. I hear that a lot. People say that it looks better on YouTube. Well, I try. That's why I got it set up for YouTube and TikTok. That's why I gave TikTok the option to hit that white square on their screen. So when they hit it, boom, they get the YouTube view. So I'm just waiting for everybody to come on in. Y'all listen, share the live out. Share it out. This right here is going to be a good one tonight. Everybody that follows Allie and Shelly needs to hear this shit, what I got to show tonight. Since they want to call people liars, they want to say that we are lying on them. I posted a video earlier on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and X. I posted the shit everywhere. And I didn't say a mumbling word. I just let Allie speak for Allie. The video that I'm talking about is the one that y'all saw today. That Allie Carter is a created alter. It's not a real person. I just want y'all to understand that. You said you can watch on your 65-inch TV, so it's big. Why you gotta say 65 inches? I am just a fact. Why you gotta say 65? Don't nobody give a damn about your 65-inch TV. I hope everybody in your house hear me right now. Don't nobody give a damn about your 65-inch TV. Trying to shame us people that only got 40 inches. The hell? The hell she trying to do? People can't even afford 50 inches. She gonna say, I'm watching on my 65-inch TV. The fuck? What we doing here? So cut it up. Sparkle, how you doing on TikTok? Good to see you. I see my moderators are starting to make it in on TikTok. Kristen is good to see. Thank y'all so. Why the fuck Shelly is getting that daily heart meat? Damn it, mute my damn mic. I can't even do this shit without muting my fucking mic. Gotta change that shit. $300 mic, and they decide to put the fucking mute button right there. Very smart, sure. Sure, very smart to put the mute button right there. Yeah. So what I'm saying is I've been telling y'all that they've been stealing stories. These stories that Allie been telling you all, these are not her stories. Shelly loved to have a notebook in her hand. That's why I got the notebook right there in her lap. Because everything that they be talking about, that shit is scripted. That's why we got the notebook. And I tell y'all, they steal stories from real victims. So tonight, we're going to cover victim number 1. You gonna learn some shit on Great Vibes on 10. You said this is a dumb as fuck place. I know, right? This microphone cost me $329 I bought like 7 years ago, but they decided to put the mute button right there. Right fucking right here. Anybody can go online right now. Go to Google and look up this mic. It's made by Shure. You see it right here. It's made by Shure. You will see it. You will see how much this motherfucker is worth, but you decide to put a mute button right here on top. Type in Shure M7. So what I did, just in case I break this one, I bought another one. Y'all, we good? I ain't got much to say. Yeah, we finna expose these MFs. You said you think Allie is a liar. Watch this right here. You just hang around. You just Amber, you just hang your ass around. Well, not your like your real ass, right? Because don't need your boyfriend and your husband coming after me. Just talking about like hanger. God damn it, just sit down and watch the live. Shit. No way to clean that up. You said I got your follow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Diana, thank you so much for following the platform too. You said no man here. You're my favorite host. I'm your favorite host. Well, god damn it, I need some claps. Fuck. I need to get my sound back. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I don't want to waste any more time. I need everybody to sit back, relax. Just all I ask y'all to do is tap the screen. Now, if you're new here, if you see me pause the video, TikTok, they don't like videos being played for a long period of time. So I have to pause the video, put my commentary in it, and then hit the video, press the play button again. Now, disclaimer, fair use, YouTube. Anytime something is posted on the internet, all platforms are public and have a fair use. So I'm using this video up under fair use, even though this video was put out a long time ago. It's still they put it on a public platform. 2, I do not own the rights to this video or the music in the background. 3, if you are easily offended, this is not the live for you tonight. All right? Because I'm going to say some shit that's going to piss people off when they go back and review this video on YouTube. Like the young people say, on God. I put that on God. Now, let's get started. Just me even thinking about this shit. I'm going to play this first video with Shelly talking. She's going to set up the lies that was never told until 5 years ago. Well, it's really not a lie. It's a lie on their end. But this woman that's in the middle, her name is Kathy O'Brien. She's a real victim of the she's a former MK Ultra victim. A real victim. So when you hear her testimony, all you're going to say, well, I be damned. All right? First, let's let Shelly put her foot in her mouth. Let's get started. And I want to give shout outs to Ranny. Shout outs to Ranny on YouTube, one of my moderators. This woman right here, she shared a little information with me. It's none of your business. So I did some research. All right. And I said, well, damn. All right. Well, damn. Well, I be damn. Because I listen. And I'm listening for keywords and phrases and names. And I said, I be damn. Great vibes. Why you burping in the mic? If you don't like it, change the channel. If you on YouTube, if you on TikTok, swipe left. I'm gonna be me. Y'all ready? Cool. Let's go. Let's watch Shelly put a foot in her mouth. So it's this screen right here. Now, if you're watching on TikTok, what I suggest you to do is put your phone in landscape mode. If you want to know how to do that, you're going to see a white square in the middle of your screen. So you click that white square. It's going to put your phone in landscape. All right. That way you can get a better view of this video. All right. You said Tia said, man, hurry up. Y'all, Tia Mill said, man, hurry your black ass up. Randy already starting. Y'all see this right here? So if you new to the channel, this is the YouTube chat. This is the TikTok chat. So when you go back and watch the video on YouTube, you'll see all this right here. This right here, that's what you call a super chat. I don't ask for no money. No, I don't ask for money over here. I enjoy doing this because I'm looking to bring somebody's daughter home. Not in the house, but back to their loved ones. And people, they support the channel because they see the greater good. This woman right here just gave a $20 super chat on YouTube. Randy, thank you so much for that super chat. Tia, hold on. I got to give shout outs first. Okay, Tia, god damn it, shit. If your ass gave $20, I'd be giving you shout outs too. Shit. She said some of the NBA players are human. Well, I hope Ja Morant is human. All right, let's go. Y'all listen up.
Political, you've done a great disservice and you're part of the problem. There's so many layers when you're dealing with the survivor of MK Ultra, almost like an onion. There's just layer upon layer upon layer of things. The common misconception is that once you remove them from trafficking or whatever situation they're in, and you put them in a good place and you put them in a good home, that everything is okay, and that's not the case at all. If anything, life gets harder and life gets more intense and worse for them. We have dealt with gang stalking. When Ali first came, it took me a while to realize that on ritual nights or on different times, there was callback programming.
Who just caught that? I'm going to see if y'all been paying attention. Who the fuck just caught that? Let me see who been paying attention. Because some of y'all just be staring at my mustache. Who just caught that? Yes, Edie, you got it in the comments. Melissa, that is correct. Who's doing the ritual? She said when Allie would come back on ritual nights.
That looks like sometimes the phone would ring, her phone would ring. If she would answer it, it would be a series of tones. It can look like somebody sitting across the street from our home and honking their horn a certain sequence of times. It can look in a lot of variety of ways, but it would trigger her programming and she would try to leave the house. She was trying to get to cult rituals. Sometimes she would just go down. When I say go down, she would drop where she stood. If she hit her head on the ground, she didn't try to break her fall. It was just like everything just stopped and she just would drop. She would sometimes go into a trance. She would not know where she was. There was just so many things, just layers upon layers of things that go on for survivors. When she first came, I would normally, with my other kids, I would take them to do normal things. We would go to the beach. We would go on a picnic. We would go to...
Shelly, what other kids? Shelly, what other kids are you referring to, ma'am? Oh, we know the ones that's done our research. Oh, we know what kids you talking about. Where the fuck they at now? Do Grave Eyes need to get petty right quick? Or do I need to save it? Randy, is these the same kids that she's talking about? Is these the same kids that was in the back of that truck that the 90s Nation, most of their ass was charged with? Do I need to go there? The Alley's Angels. Do I need to go? Okay, I'm sure. Boy, y'all, boy, this is not the live for it tonight.
At Disneyland, we would do normal things, but when I was trying to take Allie to those things, she would go into a trance, she would pass out, she would get very sick. Initially, we would just not go.
She wouldn't get into a trance. Your ass was taking her to see a fucking individual that will put her up under hypnosis, and she'd be up under hypnosis for the whole fucking weekend. Oh, god damn it! Why the fuck I let that shit slip out? Damn it! That's supposed to be for another live. But Shelly, stop lying. Randy, I'm sorry. Some shit just, the shit is just slipping out. I'm going to play that video tomorrow of her saying that, not great vibes.
We would change the plans until I started realizing what this was, that it was part of her programming. Anybody that shows them kindness, anybody that tries to do normal things, it clashes with programming. And I was seeing the results of that. So we got to the point where if we had decided to go to Disneyland for the day and she got sick, if she was passed out, I took her anyway. I would just rent a wheelchair and we went anyway. And the more times we did those types of things, it seemed to break the programming, or it seemed to stop whatever that was. But it took a while. It took a lot of repetitious times of doing the same things over and over. There were times when her skin would burn, like physically burn. She said it felt like a sunburn. If people tried to hug her, like if normal, good, kind-hearted people tried to hug her, if I tried to hug her, her skin would burn. Didn't realize we were...
For the ones that know what's going on with this right here, what she's talking about, that seen the video where she put her ass up under hypnosis, y'all, man, because I got that's a whole life within itself. And how she created these altars, how Allie Carter was created. God damn it, boy, we just gonna let her keep running her fucking mouth.
Clashing with programming, we were clashing with her programming. There's just so many layers of evil that has been done to the survivors. Over the years, I've been collecting information. I've been documenting. I've created a dossier, which is fairly extensive, on names of people, on information that I've seen in her flashbacks, on information that her alters have given me. What people don't know is that survivors have an internal system and they have an internal structure.
Listen, y'all.
And that the handlers, the programmers, document that by making a blueprint, like an actual legitimate huge blueprint. Each of the alters remember sections of the blueprint, but no one alter knows all the parts of that. Over the years, I've been collecting information from...
So y'all see that notebook, that binder that she's reading from, her notes, right? Let me move the video up so y'all can see it, because I made sure that I got a picture of that. Let's move this up. Okay. Y'all see that binder? When Allie be talking right? The alter Allie Carter, right? The created Allie Carter be talking. That shit is scripted. They're reading from a script. And if Allie say something off script, she will pause. We have played these videos already. Or Shelly will make a sound. And then when Allie repeat herself, it's like something that she memorized. And she would say it line by line by line. But don't worry, we finna get to that point.
Many of the altars, blueprint information, names, dates, how they sell the kids, things like that. It's a lot. A lot of people want to flatter me. A lot of people try to tell me that I'm a great mom. That's really not the case.
Shut your glass up, man. Nobody want to hear that part. Nobody trying to hear that manipulation. Just go study. Y'all, she just gonna start boo-hooing and crying and stuff. Try to get people sympathy because she knows she's being recorded and this is going on their website. So of course she gotta the people know that I'm fuck out of here. All right. So y'all heard what she just said, right? Uh-huh. 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 Thank y'all so much for tapping the screen. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now this video right here, y'all, is going to, man, I really wish the Allie supporters was over here right now. Randy, I really wish the Allie supporters was here right now. Y'all get ready to be amazed. You can already see how old this video is. This shit wasn't this wasn't recorded in the last 10 years. This wasn't recorded in the last 20 years. Pay attention, y'all.
My spirituality wasn't a bad guy, but I needed that extra push, and I'm mighty proud to have been with her for over 8 years now.
This is a real MK Ultra victim. Let me say this again. Kathy O'Brien. This is a real MK Ultra victim. Listen up.
I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight to arm yourselves with knowledge about a tool that's being covertly used to usher in what Adolf Hitler and George Bush termed New World Order, and that's mind control. I've enjoyed talking with quite a few of you earlier this evening pertaining to how mind control has affected some of you or some of your loved ones. Mind control is very prevalent in this country and around the world.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all real quick. This is just in case. Just in case. Boy, I wish I could sing. Just in case. If anything happened to the live on TikTok, y'all. Because this lady going to say some stuff that's going to trigger y'all, especially the Ali supporters. My YouTube channel is Great Vibes on 10. If this goes down, I'm going to be up on YouTube because I'm going to get this message out tonight. So if you know anybody that follow Ali or any of their supporters, tag them in this video, this live right now. I'm just letting y'all know. Just go down, go over to the YT channel. All right, let's go.
These criminals that are in control of our country operate on the philosophy that secret knowledge equals power. Many government secrets and personal reputations were staked on the belief that I could not be deprogrammed to remember those things that I was supposed to forget. They were wrong. For as intelligent as these perpetrators are, they're limited in their thinking by their own immorality. They don't have wisdom. They don't think deep. And they never considered the strength of the human spirit. They never considered what would happen when a good man like Mark Phillips gained knowledge of their secrets and used them to restore a mind rather than control one. I know that I'm extremely fortunate to have survived my CIA, MK Ultra, White House, Pentagon level.
Okay, all right, I'm going to pause right there. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. This is for educator. We do not support y'all. This is for TikTok, okay? Just don't worry about what I'm saying. TikTok, this is for nothing. Nothing she's saying is real. Cause I know y'all sensitive as fuck. That was my TV up in the background. So TikTok, this is me talking. All right, I do not support nothing what the TV is saying in the background. Shit. Even though I support what she's saying.
Trauma-based mind control victimization. Now that I'm in control of my own mind and ultimately my free will, I'm telling everything that I witnessed and saw and heard and photographically recorded behind the scenes of this New World Order effort. By telling their secrets, their power is eroding. I also speak out to give voice to the many mind control victims and survivors out there who can't think to speak out and tell what they know and what they've endured. I speak out for the sake of my daughter, Kelly, who's now 16 years old and is a political prisoner in the custody of the state of Tennessee, where she's being denied any rehabilitation due to the political affluence of her abusers. She's counting on Mark and I to get this word out on her behalf. For Kelly's sake and for your sake, Mark and I have gone to great lengths to document the facts and the truths that are listed in our book, Transformation of America. Transformation of America is self-published, uncensored, so that you can have the facts that you have a right to know and a need to know. These truths have been covered up and kept from all of us for a long time under a blanket of so-called national security.
I'm going to pause right there, only for TikTok-related purposes, because they don't like videos being played. All right, so I got to put 15 seconds of y'all hearing me talking. So the only thing I ask for y'all to do is everybody is tapping the screen. Thank y'all so much for tapping the screen. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We are at 25,000 likes. Man, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Kylie, thank you so much for your roses. Asher, I think I'm saying it correctly. Thank you so much for your heart. Sandra, thank you so much for your daily heart me and everybody else that has given to the platform. Y'all see we got a daily live goal. If y'all can, let's hit that daily live goal. The big booty, the big booty Rufus, Big Booty Rufus. We need y'all to hit that Big Booty Rufus. Complete that live goal out. Why the fuck Shelly keep getting a daily heartbeat, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That should be going on my bald-headed ass, all right? Let's continue.
This is the same blanket of national security that has prevented us from obtaining justice, despite the extensive evidences and documentation we have. We have over 27,000 documents and evidences. Government insider testimony, medical records, more than enough evidence.
Do that sound familiar? We got hundreds of records and documents, proof. Do that sound familiar? Do that sound familiar? Hold on. Do that sound familiar to y'all? Who love going around saying that? They got evidence, they got proof, they got testimonies, they got documents, they got affidavits. But y'all never see shit. Y'all never see not a nothing, never, and a nothing, never. And the stuff that they showed was the most fakest forged documents I ever seen in my damn life. Let's continue.
For any legal procedure in this country, including congressional,
Hey,
but
Fairy
the
Tale.
blanket of national security has stopped us from obtaining justice. It's time for truth to prevail. It's time that these truths were brought to light for the sake of humanity as we know it. I'd like to begin by defining mind control by my experience. I realized that my experience was extreme, that the extensive, total robotic, absolute mind control I endured is more limited than the kind of mind control that's proliferating in society. Mind control has kind of a sliding scale where you've got the total robotic mind control on one side, and you've got mind control that's proliferating, such as in occultism in this country, or Global Education 2000, where children are losing their freedom of thought and their ability to critically analyze. There's so many different aspects of society that are affected by mind control in varying degrees. It's imperative that this information get out. And as I explained, my victimization, it certainly can be applied to all different facets of mind control and mind manipulation. And as Mark and I have heard so many, many times from people who have read the book and heard us speak out, that this is a thread that's tying things together. All of a sudden, this whole new world order is making sense. The erosion of constitutional values, the erosion of morality in this country, all of a sudden, it begins to make sense when we learn about mind control. I was born in 1957 in Muskegon, Michigan, to a multi-generational incest-based family. This means my father was sexually abused as a child, my mother was sexually abused as a child, and they were sexually abusing me.
Do that sound familiar? Did Tori, that y'all know as Allie Carter, try to make a claim against her father? Her real father? That's why her father now don't want to have nothing to do with her, because she made that same exact claim. Oh, y'all, it's gonna get even gooder. So what people like, well, if this stuff never happened to her, why is she exposing? We showing y'all where they getting these stories from. All right. Give it about 10 more seconds. Yep, and her mother. And her mother. Did she not accuse her mother when she said her mother was, when she would open up her legs and stuff when she was a child, and look down there and do it. Y'all remember her saying that? Allie Carter saying that? Oh, okay. We just getting started, y'all. Oh shit, it haven't even got gooder yet. All right, about 5 more seconds for TikTok so the AI can weave it out. That's right, Larry. Definitely right. That's exactly what she said about her own father. Man, if I had a crazy ass daughter say some shit, man, listen, keep your ass away from me. You stay away from me. Cause that's why people ask why her father's not involved, because of the shit that she tried to put him through when she was younger. You say you love the word gooder. All right, I think we good with AI. The live is still good. TikTok didn't mess with us. We good. All right, let's continue.
My father sexually abused me as far back as I can remember.
She said the same stuff about her daddy. And I have to pause it because the stuff she's saying for TikTok purposes. The same shit. The stuff that she told all the people that supports her platform. Now y'all see where she's getting these words from. Let's continue.
And I've often heard him state that he began substituting his penis for my mother's nipple while I was still an infant.
Hold on. Whoa, it's finna get gooder. Listen.
Tell you this so that you can understand that my sexuality was confused in infancy. It was put into an area of my brain that's much like survival, like eating and drinking would be.
Do that sound familiar? Y'all hold on one second. Do that sound familiar? All right, so yeah, okay, let's go.
I tell you these facts so that you can be better armed and understand.
No, y'all couldn't hear me because I wasn't talking to y'all. I wasn't talking to y'all. Y'all so nosy. Y'all nosy. Great vibes, we can't hear you. Hell, I couldn't hear me. All right, y'all, let's continue.
Understand what's happening in society and name names. Mark and I name names in our book, Transformation of America, not so that I can say, well, I was in the White House with so-and-so. I mean, I missed the whole glamour part, but this is so you know who the problem is and where these problems lie. The sexual abuse that I was enduring was so horrific that I developed dissociative identity disorder.
Sounds familiar? Randy, eat it. You can't make this shit up. Burf, you can't make this shit up. Burf, Rufus. It's so funny that it's sad. You cannot make this shit up. If anybody know anybody that's an Allie supporter, tag they ass in this live right now. Told y'all it's only a matter of time. If I don't bark, Laura, she'll start going off on me on YouTube in the comments.
This used to be termed multiple personality disorder, and I'm so glad they've changed it to dissociative identity disorder, because it really more aptly describes the compartmentalization that occurs when a person endures trauma that is literally too horrible to comprehend. Even though I couldn't understand that what my father was doing was morally wrong, the pain and the suffocation of his abuse was so extensive that I developed dissociative identity disorder. It certainly was incomprehensible. There was no place for it in my mind to deal with such horror. Therefore, I developed a compartment in my brain, a little area behind amnesic barriers that was actually the neuron pathway shutting down in my brain in order to compartmentalize the memory of abuse so that the rest of my mind could function normally as though nothing had happened. So if I'd see my father at the dinner table, I didn't remember sexual abuse. But as soon as he unzipped his pants, the part of me, that part in my brain that knew how to deal with that horrific abuse, the neuron pathways actually physically opened up so that that part of my mind could deal with my father again and again and again as needed. I certainly had a lot of experiences within that compartment that dealt with my father's abuse. But I didn't...
Okay, right now it's a lot of stuff that she's saying that's against TikTok guidelines, okay? So I have to pause it right there so we don't get shut down. All right, but I really hope that y'all are paying attention. That's why I play Shelly first, right? Just a portion, so y'all can see one of the persons, because this is not the only person that they stole stories from. But you can hear similar situations that Allie Carter went through. We're just going to let that breathe for the next 5 to 10 seconds. Thank y'all. I need to give shout outs to Teresa. Teresa Chance, thank you so much for sharing the live out. Juju B. Thank you so much for sharing the live. You said, Sherry just said she just unfollowed her. Glad I stumbled across your page. Shout outs to motherfucking Sherry. God damn it, Sherry. My auntie name is Sherry, and she's short as hell. God damn it, Sherry. You said not similar, dang near all of it so far. All right, let's continue.
I have a full range of perceptions. I had a very limited perception, a very limited view. Therefore, I'm so glad it's not termed personality anymore. I developed another compartment in my brain to deal with my mother's abuse. Her abuse was primarily psychological. She suffered from dissociative identity disorder herself, and I don't...
Did Allie Carter say that her mother was abusive psychologically? That big ass word. Did Allie Carter not say the same exact words? That her mother was abusive. You can't make this shit up. Let's go.
Hold her accountable for her actions the way that I do my father, who is fully aware of what he was doing. My mother, in spite of her inability to control herself...
Hold on, that's some perverted ass shit. Who the fuck put Rufus shaking his ass right in front of that lady. This lady's trying to tell her story. This is a real MK Ultra victim, and y'all want to throw this dog out here shaking his ass in front of this lady. That's so disrespectful. That's disrespectful as. Caitlin, thank you. Y'all some disrespectful motherfuckers. Laura, why y'all disrespectful as hell? Katie and Laura. Let's continue, y'all.
Destroyed any remnants of self-esteem that I might have developed. And her abuse was so horrific that I developed another compartment in my brain just to deal with my mother. I developed another compartment to deal with the child pornography that my father was subjecting me to. He was earning his living as a worm digger on a 6th grade education.
Okay, so TikTok, we do not promote what was just said in the TV in the background. This is for educational purposes only. We do not support this information. We do not support it at all. All right? Once again, y'all do me a favor. Everybody that's watching on TikTok, go follow my YouTube channel when you can. Because if they shut us down, we're going to go back live on YouTube. All right? But I hope they don't shut us down because this lady's saying some stuff. All right? Let's continue.
And supplemented the family income with child pornography that was being distributed through the local Michigan mafia pornography ring. At that time, there's a criminal faction of our government that was interested in targeting children such as myself for mind control. Because this compartmentalization of memory was something that they deemed ideal for keeping government secrets.
I told y'all I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing just in this part, all right? Just in this little segment that she's saying. Because, you know, TikTok don't play this stuff. So I got to pause it, all right? And we're going to let it breathe for a few seconds, all right? Because we don't want to get taken down for misinformation, all right? But for everybody that's still tapping the screen, thank y'all so much. Are y'all good so far? Are we following? Are we tracking? Are we good so far? Is everybody paying attention? What's the channel's name? Same thing. Great Vibes on 10. My name is the same across all platforms. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, it's the same. All right, you tracking, Don, you tracking. Mary, you say you tracking. Christy is tracking. Letitia, she said, hell, I'm going right now. Fuck it. Musical me. Hey, this is just what we do over here. Roro, you not that late. We still at the beginning phases. Just letting you know, what we're watching right now is Kathy O'Brien. We all know that she's a former MK Ultra survivor. Not a former. She's a MK Ultra survivor. She's given her testimony. So we're listening to her testimony, because we out here, Allie Carter and Shelley speak. Thank you. When you hear them speak, you're gonna hear her story. All right. Folks talking about leave Allie Carter alone. She's a victim. A victim to who? Hell, I feel like a victim to even listen to this mess. Anybody that used to follow her, we all should feel like victims. Hell. Thank you, Tarita. I ain't even going to call you Tarita. You Dorita. Doritos. Doritos. Every time I see I'm just say Doritos. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody on YouTube. Doritos. She said, I do too. Now you okay. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. Doritos.
After all, if I couldn't think to remember, how could I tell about it? Additionally, people who suffer from dissociative identity disorder develop a photographic memory behind those amnesic barriers, because the brain has a defense mechanism that when trauma occurs, it photographically records events surrounding trauma. And an example of this would be that many of you who are old enough to remember, when John F. Kennedy was assassinated, most people know exactly where they were and what they were doing, because this was an event that traumatized the nation. And this exemplifies how the mind photographically records events surrounding trauma. So behind these amnesic barriers, I had a photographic memory, which the government deemed ideal for programming. That way I could deliver messages to and from government leaders, or in my case, also drug lords, who were involved in funding the black budget and funding the New World Order controls. They're interested in programming me so that I would deliver the messages verbatim. When I delivered messages, I delivered exact.
Once again, TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. This is for educational purposes only. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. Loving Jesus every day. Okay, thank you so much for following the page. Loving Jesus every damn day. Every day you just loving you some Jesus, huh? All right, y'all. If my followers know exactly what I'm doing. All right, y'all see the video pause is for a reason. You're asking what year was she MK Ultra? I think she's going to tell you. Now remember, I'm going to do 2 parts to this. All right. Our job is to get Allie and Shelly off the social media streets. Get them off of here. Let's continue.
Exactly what I was told, using the voice inflections of my abusers, with no conscious comprehension of what I was even saying, was just.
Who always talking about their abusers? Who's always talking about their pimps? Let that shit sink in.
Tape recorder just parroting out exactly what I'd been told. Another aspect that the government was interested in is that as a dissociative identity disordered person, I had no concept of time, because I was going from compartment to compartment of my brain with no memory of what had happened before. Therefore, I had no ability to even keep track of time, and a concept of it was just absolutely impossible. And it also makes for, if I didn't know what I was doing earlier, I wouldn't know to be tired while I was overdoing something else. Therefore, a person who suffered from dissociative identity disorder had extensive physical endurance, just superhuman strength and ability to keep going and going and going and going. Dissociative identity disorder persons also develop 44 times visual acuity. Very often that's why you see them wide-eyed with the whites around their eyes, because they're actually taking in more of their surroundings than the average person.
Wow.
44 times more detail than the average person sees. That certainly makes them perfect marksmen for mercenary operations or for intelligence in different areas that the government was interested in developing mind control. I was a chosen one, or a prime candidate, for mind control because of the sexual abuse that I had endured. My sexuality had been enhanced, therefore.
Okay, once again, we're going to pause it right there. All right. So anytime she mentioned the word SMEX, I'm going to pause. Give TikTok time, the AI to scan it to make sure we good. Karen, you say you love her. See, man, listen, man, let me tell you something, man. Boy, is Miss Outlaw in the room? Y'all, is she in the chat? YouTube, TikTok, did Miss Outlaw make it in? Oh, she just got in? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go. Uh, Samantha Sue said Allie Carter lies. Not only lies, but I should have said the shenanigans, the field. Hey, Miss Outlaw, if you were to, I posted a video earlier today on TikTok. It should be 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th video. Look at that. I put on there, Tori Outlaw is not a real. I mean, not Tori Outlaw. That's her real name. Allie Carter is not a real person. It's one of her alters that Shelley created. So basically, what you're looking at now is the stories that y'all hear her say, how she was trafficked and how she was moved around. This is one of the victims, the real victims that she stole the stories from.
Was used as a sex slave and also delivered messages to and from these government leaders. At that time, because the government, this criminal faction of our government, was so interested in dissociative identity disordered persons, they knew that any child that was subjected to child pornography had to have endured trauma so horrible that they had to be suffering from that disorder.
God, every time she said that word, I gotta stop it and wait 15 seconds. Maria said, "Man, I didn't know you were all. I don't know why y'all don't get the notifications. That is crazy. I don't know why." Miss Outlaw said, she said, "Y'all, I'm driving." Miss Outlaw, first of all, why the hell you driving and looking at me, right? I mean, look at me, but I'm just joking. Be careful. Please be careful. Please be careful. All right, let's go.
Therefore, this criminal faction of our government sanctioned this child pornography ring so that they could identify and target children such as myself for the project. At that time, the politician, local Michigan mafia politician, the politician who was protecting this Michigan mafia pornography ring,
God dog,
was a guy named Gerald Ford.
God dog it, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. We do not support that information. We do not support that information. We are all Christians over here. But me. And a lot of the people that's watching. I can't even spell motherfucking Christian. But TikTok, just don't take me down. I'll be a Christian for the night. You said TikTok got measuring tapes on sale. That's right. Y'all listen. Y'all remember when we had to measure JB Sleepy Joe? Y'all remember that? Cause Allie said that it was 8.5. Mm-hmm. She said she was with him, and it was 8.5. She said nah, I'm not finna behave myself. You know, hell no. She said that was Sleepy Joe right there, y'all. Woo! And she said Hunter. This right here was Hunter Biden right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what she said.
This is the same Gerald Ford that went on to become the first unelected president of the United States. Gerald Ford, I never perceived his political affluence. I only perceived him as another abuser like my father, because Gerald Ford also sexually abused me as a child and sexually abused me right on through my...
TikTok, this for who said that they was sexually messed up by somebody in that caliber? Who said that? That's right, Mary. Now, the name that y'all are familiar with, did Allie Carter said that she was in that big white building with two different presidents and their wives? Well, one of their wives. Now y'all see where she's getting these stories from. Let's continue.
Mind control victimization until Mark rescued my daughter Kelly and I in 1988. Gerald Ford is not a pedophile per se. He's what I refer to as trisexual. He'll try anything.
Okay, god damn. I just made this go live on YouTube because, man, I don't want to get rid of the TikTok account. God dog. It's going to cool down in a little bit. Right now, she's in the thick of it. Okay. Sky Baby, yes, this is very deep. So when y'all hear me say that these stories are they stole people's stories and some of her stories are made up, now y'all looking at it right in front of your face. LaTanya said, "Hey, Great Vibes, just coming in. What I missed? Shit, damn that half of it." All right, let's continue.
Any age, anybody, anytime, anywhere, just as long as he had control.
Thank you, Mad.
Because he had a perversion of power, in addition to his interest in mind control. Therefore, it was Gerald Ford who came out to our house and explained to my father how to raise me in the project according to government specifications. My father had been caught sending this child pornography through the U.S. mails.
All right, y'all, listen. She keep mentioning these words. 9, 8, 7. You ask who this is, LaTanya. This is Kathy O'Brien. She's a former MK Ultra victim. She's an actual survivor. This is where Shelly and Allie be stealing some of their stories from. Let's continue.
And therefore, he was approached and told that if he sold me into...
You asking, is she credible? Maria, you ought to know me by now. You, come on. Yes, this woman is credible. Absolutely.
...to that project, that he would gain immunity from prosecution. My father remains free from prosecution to date for so-called reasons of national security.
Hold on, y'all. I got to answer this question. You asked, do any of her stories hold truth? Allie? Well, number one is she lying to y'all already because Allie Carter is not her name. So let's start with the elephant in the room. Let's start with that. All right. If y'all, whenever y'all can, when we're done with this live, go back on my, you go YouTube, TikTok, y'all don't care, X, Instagram. I just posted a video today, so y'all can see that Allie Carter was created. It's an altar. That's right. Her name is Tori Outlaw. Is she really Tupac's daughter? Yeah. She's Tupac's daughter. She after Tupac left the hospital, out there in Riverside, California, he didn't. So Tupac, this was before he did his Dear Mama music video.
From I don't plan on retiring from like working there until I'm 62, of course, but I do plan on, retiring from the company that I'm with and then, move on to something else. I don't know what that is yet, but it might just be I just might be retired and enjoy the world. I don't know, but I know I'm not going to work until I'm 62.
I can dig that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna stop you there. So, Cal, what do you think of lovely Melody? Isn't she lovely?
She is very lovely, as a matter of fact.